So a long time ago, I was probably 20 years old. I was at a party and I was the only sober one at the party. So lots of drinking going on, but nothing too crazy. People just hanging out, playing the Wii, just having a good time, playing arcade games at my friend's house. And I had this bright idea to jump off of a balcony, down to the first floor, inside his house onto a couch. So I told everybody I was going to do it. I was super excited. And I did it once successfully. And my position was I jumped over the banister and then I was like horizontal in the air, landed on the couch. I was like, oh, I did it. This is awesome. But like nobody really thought it was that cool. So I had to do it again. Obviously, there's some moral there about trying to impress people, being young and idiotic as well. So I run back up the stairs, do it again. Now, this is probably like 3 feet banister. This is probably 13 feet because I'm sitting on top of the banister. That's my guess, 12 to 13 feet up in the air. So this time, instead of hopping over it, I am in the seated position on top of the banister and I just scooch myself off and I fall in the seated position right onto the couch. There was lots of cushions down there that we piled up, but I fell onto the couch into the seated position. And then I just basically just sat there. And everybody thought it was hilarious. And I kind of tried to get up. I couldn't really move that well. I wasn't paralyzed or anything like that, but I laid on the couch and I told them, hey, can you get me a blanket? I think I'm going into shock. Something bad just happened. So I laid there and ended up driving home slow. I knew something terrible was wrong, like just the amount of pain that I was in, and I have a very high pain tolerance. Drove home the next day. I couldn't really get out of bed, so called my dad finally. He's like, hey, I did this thing. Sure enough, takes me to the emergency room, broke my back, compression fracture, obviously. And yeah, it was in a back brace for, I don't know, a few months. Just really, really stupid. And like I said, I was the only sober one at the party. So it's only by the grace of God that I am not dead because of all the stupid stuff that I've done. And I've grown and I've learned a lot. So don't do that.